Welcome back. Talk of the Table. You've heard of snakes on a plane, right? Well, now we've got knives on a plane. That might actually help you get rid of the snakes on a plane. After a decade of banning and confiscating pocket knives, we've had an abrupt reversal from government officials. Small knives will now be allowed on airplanes, a move that drew an angry response from flight attendants. But the TSA says this is all about risk assessment.
We know that these small little items are unlikely to be used again to try and hijack an aircraft. We need to keep the screening lines moving at this point.
Only certain kinds of knives will be allowed on planes in a month and a half's time. Only small folding knives that are a ½ inch wide and have a blade shorter than 2.36 inches will be allowed. I can't wait for them to measure that. My first question is, can I get my pocket knife back that I had confiscated 8 years ago?
Your nunchucks?
You notice that's still on the banned list, but you can bring a hockey stick, I think.
Right.
You okay with bringing small knives onto airplanes?
I'm less concerned with the size of the knife than who has the knife. I mean, I think it's the age-old debate here. It's not so much the weapon of choice as what's the intent of the individual who's coming on with that knife.
Well, the flight attendant can't determine that one person can have a knife and another person
Let me
can't.
try this a different way.
Okay.
Which rocket scientist said allow a pocket knife, but any liquid over 3 ounces you can't bring?
You can't bring a
so
bottle
you
of
can't
water.
bring water. But you can bring a pocket knife.
If I bring a pocket knife, I can't bring my baby oil. That's a problem, right? But it's funny that we're talking about this because there was a time you actually could bring pocket knives. You know, there was a time when you could smoke on a plane. You can't now.
Right.
But we could never bring that back. You could smoke in a movie theater. Can't bring that back.
Do you have any confidence in these pre-boarding rituals that we now go through, the taking your shoes off and all?
Yes.
Do you really think that works, or do you really think it's just a smokescreen to make
As
people feel
somebody
better?
who travels a lot, I'm sure all of us do, it makes me feel a lot better when I see everyone taking off, well, the men taking off their shoes, taking the computer out the bag. It makes me feel a lot safer.
Yeah, I'm definitely okay with a certain amount of security, but I also think that even the TSA person who was on the clip talking about, they're going to allow knives because we have to make the process quicker. Well, how's a pat down of an 80-year-old woman or a 4-year-old little girl? How is that any better to try and?
Well, I guarantee you, if they find a knife in my pocket, it's going to slow everything down.
Why do you suggest that, Pat?
Why?
Now notice I didn't say it. I want the crew backstage right now to notice that, Ralph, I didn't say it. Tell your parents, Ralph, I didn't say it.
I'm going to be escorted to a room with no windows.
I didn't say it. I didn't say
The
it.
check from Dominic's in the mail. So
I didn't say it. How much are you for that?
Knives, no knives. Check your Fourth Amendment at the door when you're going to go fly on a plane. That's what it comes down to.
All right, now to a problem that all of us either have encountered or I'm sure are going to encounter. The Hawaii State Senate passed the so-called Steven Tyler Act that just about all of us, right? The bill seeks to protect celebrities from overeager paparazzi by creating a civil violation if people take unwanted photos or videos of others in their private moments. The frontman of Aerosmith asked a state senator to sponsor the law after unwanted photos were taken of him and his girlfriend and were then published in a national magazine. He owns a home in Maui. 23 of the state's 25 Senate members voted in favor of the bill, which now goes to the House for consideration. Celebrities support the measure, but national media groups worry about the proposal's impact on freedom of the press. California already has a similar anti-paparazzi statute. Now, as two members of the media, granted not paparazzi, but as media members, and as two celebrities who no doubt are being dogged wherever you go by paparazzi.
All the time.
Good extra protection for the celebrities, or maybe a little too much coddling for the celebs?
Very good, but I'll defer.
You think it's good?
I know it's good. Have you ever had anybody go through your garbage looking for stuff? Which is disgusting.
Probably, yeah. Now, I think. You know what it comes down to me? I think it's sad that we need laws to actually have this extra protection. That even if you're a member of the media, you're whatever it is in our business, that you can't just know as a basic human being. You just don't know that where the line gets crossed and where it doesn't get crossed.
Yeah, and I mean, I always look at moments when these celebrities are walking with their kids and things like that, and I'm just like, this is horrible. Just leave those people alone. I would like to see one staged picture of them looking great, and then I'm done. I don't need to see anything else.
Who's a celebrity? I mean, who decides who's a celebrity and what level you have to rise to? I mean, Dominic, I've been watching you on TV for years. Does that make you a celebrity? Can I get your autograph?
See, the audience didn't catch. I was winking at you.
No, but you know what I'm saying. There are different levels of. Is Manti Te'o a celebrity? I mean,
Of
he was
course he is.
but he wasn't before he had a made-up
Yes,
girlfriend.
he was a national. He was the middle linebacker for
The highly ranked football team.
Yeah, but
So where does it end, though? You're right. Where does it end?
all I'm trying to say to you is that everybody has a private life.
Yes.
And you don't understand what some of these photographers will do. They will antagonize you, push you, and we've seen it done. So then you respond, I got you on video. You know, sometimes people don't want to be bothered.
The issue, the issue here is the enforcement. Yeah, you can make a law, but how do you actually enforce it? Do you say you can't print any pictures unless the celebrity signs off on it? And I mean, maybe that's the way to do it. I don't know. But that's the question. So whatever category of celebrity you fall into, how do you actually enforce this?
Also, the other question I have is, isn't a lot of this covered by other laws? I mean, you were talking about going through people's garbage, but I'm pretty sure that's against the law. There are rules about giving people a certain amount of personal space. I mean, this just... You're a Republican consultant. Your party's with the we don't need more laws than the ones on the books.
Listen, you're used to doing underhanded things, but
Is that not
what you were saying?
No,
Is that not what you were saying? Oh, okay. I misunderstood.
We produced a 30-second ad once for a race where we used tracker video of a elected official, and he was defeated in the election. But before he left office, he tried to actually introduce legislation to stop tracker videos from happening. I mean, so okay, it's the same argument. Where do we stop with public officials? When do they are no longer public officials and aren't speaking on the record, off the record, or
Andrew, I'll say what I've been trying to avoid.
Go ahead.
Some of these photographers are the most sleaziest people you could ever meet in life.
No argument.
That's what I'm trying to say. I was trying to beat around the bush, but as you know, I'm not exactly
Try
trying to
harder
beat
because
around
you
the
actually
bush.
said it.
I'm being told, Dominic, there's a small group of journalists waiting for you.
Oh,
When
God.
this segment is over. We're going to take a quick break. Our snapshot of the day is next. Stay with us.